And my name is Minivans94, and I would like to welcome you to a Call of Duty video. So, basically this video is the good and the bad from Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. So, I was thinking about splitting them into two separate videos, but I'm running out of time before I start my road to Call of Duty World War II series, so I'm just going to put them together. So, what we're going to start with is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I might lose some people starting with this. We'll start with the good. I mean, I should have written everything down rather than trying to remember what I was thinking of. But let's start with the good. Let's see. For the season pass holders, we got all the weapons. We didn't get any of the variants, but we got the base weapon, which was awesome. So we could always have fun with them. Let's see. Another good would be, especially recently within DLC 4, they were like, hey, we're gonna make one of those maps free for everyone. They did it during their summer special or whatever. Back in July. That was actually, they did the same thing. I think it was with DLC 2? Maybe it was 3. Doesn't matter. They took a map and made it free for everyone. And they also put double XP and everything in that map. So that also very, very good. Another good thing is it will tie in with, I guess, tomorrow's video, which is the good and bad of Infinite Warfare Zombies. I mean, it doesn't tie directly in with the video, but it's a good. Is the keys, which is Infinite Warfare's currency system. They were used for both. So if you see in some of the gameplay, I'm like a level 39, 40, not prestiged. I mean, last year with Black Ops 3, I at least prestiged before the life cycle was over. This one, not so much. So, doing the series, or trying to do basically a supply drop opening at the end of every month, where I would have saved up keys, actually helped because I played more zombies than multiplayer. So if it was split like last year, at least on the multiplayer side, that would have been very, very difficult to do. And that's why a lot of times, actually within Modern Warfare Remastered, you didn't see them, because that was the only way to earn their currency, was by playing multiplayer. Well, I didn't do that very much, because I think I'm also a level 40 in there. Maybe a 41. One of the games I'm higher than the other, I think. I don't remember, whatever. So that's why I didn't actually do many Modern Warfare Remastered supply drop openings, because it was more difficult to earn their credits. So, but yeah, so having the keys mix and match between both zombies and Multiplayer was awesome. Alright, let's get into I think they call it the salvage, where you got to create your own variants, or not your own, but you were able to build the variants of weapons, that was really cool. I don't remember if you could do every weapon, because I know there's one section if you're playing within that menu is, if you go into it, it only has like 2 versions of the SMGs. It has like the RPO, or yeah, I think it's the RPO and like the HVR. I don't think those are the 2, but it's only got 2 SMGs. But I don't remember if that's where you can craft the variants or if that's a different thing. Either way, oh, I had a good point. To go off of the crafting, that was a good idea. Because there are weapons that are, of course, better than others within each tier of the variants. And yes, you did have to build or unlock one of each tier, so you had to have a common, a rare, a legendary, and then an epic or whatever. Or you had to have a common to get the rare. You had to have a rare to get the legendary, and then you had to have one of each to get the epic, or if I'm flipping legendary and epic, I don't even know. That was really cool. Yeah, you did have to build them all, or not all of them, because there were usually like 2 rares. You just had to have one, but it was a cool system, and Modern Warfare Remastered did something very, very similar. So that was really cool. What else was good? Oh, another thing that was good within Infinite Warfare? Gesture Warfare. Yes. It was a fun mode. I was gonna make the gameplay that you're seeing now into a video earlier. I think I was gonna do it Wednesday, but then the Transform races came out on GTA, so I did that on Wednesday because I didn't have the video ready on Tuesday, and oh geez, it was a mess. So I was like, you know what? This video is gonna go out the door, and then I'm gonna put it in my good and bad of Infinite Warfare. So I still get to use the gameplay. But yeah, no, gesture warfare is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I think I did that video as a live commentary, so you won't actually get to hear any of the explosions or anything. But if it's not, you'll be able to hear it. But I'm pretty sure I did that one live. So you get to miss out on the explosions. Oh well. It's still a lot of fun. I hope they bring it in as a permanent game mode at the end of the life cycle, or maybe, well, yeah, just at the end of the life cycle. I think that would be a good thing to maybe try and get people to come back for. There's probably a lot, or maybe not a ton. there's more good. The specialists, they were very interesting. They had their different abilities and so on and so forth. They were good, something different. Um, there's oh, there's gotta be more good that I am just not thinking of. Um, yeah, it will come to me at some point. But so now let's move into the bad of Infinite Warfare. Um, it would be just the gameplay is bad. I mean, playing the game, you have fun, but you have your bad moments, but that's normal. Call of Duty, I mean, you're not gonna go 50-0 every game. If you're going 50-0 every game, I would like to meet you and shake your hand. Actually, no. I don't want to meet you because you're spending way too much time on a video game. But oh, what's oh oh jeez, I am sorry for the yawning. Oh, I'm getting tired. It's recording this a little later than I want, but nonetheless, yeah, it was just the advanced movements. It's not their fault because they already had the game in the development cycle. It's like, I mean, they could have trashed it, but I don't know. Maybe it's something Activision's actually doing, because there was Advanced Warfare. They had the advanced movement. And then Black Ops 3 had a different version of advanced movement. And then Infinite Warfare. That's all three development companies in Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and Infinite Warfare. All advanced movement. I know it was because after Ghosts, everyone was like, we want change. I think they were saying that before anyway, but but for whatever reason they were like, we want change. So Sledgehammer gave them change. And I would say the first half of the year, everyone was like, this is awesome. It's change, never seen this. And yeah, second half of the year, everyone's like, yeah, we didn't like that. I mean, I like the change, but it just takes something out of Call of Duty at that point. I don't know. Maybe the strategy of how you have to set up to win gunfights when someone can fly right behind you and be like, well, okay, that's awesome. I don't know, so I think that's why a lot of people didn't like the advanced movements. So that Infinite Warfare just got hit hard with hate. No one liked it. There are so many Call of Duty YouTubers that I used to, well, I mean, I still watch a lot of them, but they don't post much Call of Duty anymore. Not Infinite Warfare. Not even much Modern Warfare Remastered, which is unfortunate, which is, we'll put that in the Modern Warfare Remastered side of things. But, we'll see if now with World War II going back to boots on the ground, we'll see if Treyarch, after them, I know, we're already talking Treyarch's game. No, we'll see what, if they go boots on the ground. And then we'll see with Infinity Ward's next game, if they go boots on the ground. And then we'll really have to see, because will we get into that cycle of, oh, we want change again? And then all three developers take the change? And then, or is it gonna be, well, we can scrap it at any time? And, yeah. I don't know. I think Infinite Warfare, just how. Because they started working on Infinite Warfare after Call of Duty Ghosts. So. That's 3 years. And especially. Advanced Warfare, first half of the year, everyone was like, yes, change, it's good. And then, yeah. They didn't like it, and it's almost maybe they were too far in, and they were like, well, we wouldn't have a ton of time to put that next game together, because they would have really only had like a year and a half if they were going off of the what the community was feeding off of. So I just don't think they would have had enough time to really scrap it and start something new. So I don't know. That's part of the bad. I don't think it's 100% their fault, because I don't think they could have scrapped it. And with them being the last game in the cycle, it's like, if they don't like it, you guys are gonna get hit hard. And I honestly think that's why Modern Warfare Remastered came in with Infinite Warfare, because they already knew, hey, the Infinite Warfare probably will tank, because Advanced Warfare, it went down. Black Ops 3, honestly, on a gameplay side, which Infinite Warfare is a lot like, so based on movement of wall running, and can't jump as high in Infinite Warfare like you could Advanced Warfare. So it's again, just trying to not yawn. Where was I going? Ah, crap. I don't remember where I was going with that. Last game in the life cycle, you're gonna get crapped on. Oh, I was talking about Black Ops 3 a little bit, where their movement was better than Advanced Warfare, but still not what everyone wanted, so Infinite Warfare comes along, they see the same thing, and you're like, we don't want that. So then, yeah, Modern Warfare Remastered, to try and keep some people. Otherwise, Call of Duty, I think, was gonna die, which it did. Infinite Warfare was just gone from the start, with so many people. But then again, there were a lot of people that still played it. And I don't want to say I was one of them, because I didn't play it like I've played previous Call of Duties. I'm not even a prestige within multiplayer. Zombies, I'm prestige, or not a prestige because it just keeps going, but I've hit the max level, and then now it's going, so. But yeah, so I honestly think that's why Modern Warfare Remastered was brought in, just to try and keep some people. And then, again, they'll go back to Modern Warfare Remastered a little later. Alright, more bad. variants. So this is I feel this is the same thing that Advanced Warfare did wrong. I mean, yes, Advanced Warfare was, hey, new movement, a crap ton of guns. This is new. We're just boom, 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 changing Call of Duty. People didn't like variants because there were like 4 guns that were better than any other gun in the game. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but there were like 4 or 5 of them. I mean, yes, you could use the other guns, but I mean that top gun in the ASM-1, I don't remember what that was called, versus the base variants. Guess who's gonna win? Well, I shouldn't say that because positioning and how good the player actually is with the gun and all that. So there are factors, but I mean, like, if they were like 10 paces apart on 3 shoot fire, that top ASM-1, which I can't think of the name, but I know that was the gun. That was the go-to gun. That top version, that's gonna beat that base variant. So Infinite Warfare did variants again, which I think they did better on. I mean, I don't see... Yeah, I think when I do get killed by a epic variant, I'm like, I see the epic, I'm like, oh, that gun's so much better. But it's not like Advanced Warfare where they were like, hey, here's 4 guns. That's all everyone's playing with. It's just more of a mixture within Infinite Warfare. So, but then again, that could be because there are a lot of people that weren't playing Infinite Warfare. So maybe not all those amazing guns were found. I mean, they were found, but you know what I mean? Like, there were no videos being made on them, like in Advanced Warfare. So no one was like, oh, this YouTuber's using it, so I must use it, you know? I mean, there probably are those videos, but there's not as many of them. So, also going to the sticking with the variants, the score streak variants. I've actually got nothing bad. I don't want to put them in the good category because, again, you're still changing how you play, or semi-small advantage, but it's not as noticeable as like weapon variants. So there's no good, there's no bad. They're even. I'm okay with them. It was kind of cool that they brought them in later though, so you could still, I don't know. They're better than Advanced Warfare's variants of their score streaks. So, I'm sorry, yawning, but what am I gonna say next? Again, still sticking with variants. The Mark II variants, 15% XP. I think it was per kill, or was it per game? I think it was per kill. Which, okay, that's good, but it's a Mark II variant. Couldn't you have done that like 25%? Maybe even 50%? Other than having a cool camo, I'm not really interested, because it's the same as any of the other variants. It's just giving you more XP, which is kind of what, again, Advanced Warfare did with their, oh, I don't even remember their system, but I think their Legendary came out later, and it was still that same gun as their top Epic, let's say. Again, I don't remember their system, so let's say Epic was their top at the base of the game, and then they came out with Legendary. I could be wrong. I don't. They came out with another one that was only purple, and I don't even remember. It's been so long. But either way, they came out with another one, and that's pretty much what Infinite Warfare did. Except I think the only real difference, Infinite Warfare did it better because they gave you a little more XP per kill. But realistically, I guess I'm complaining over a little bit more XP, but it should have been higher for that version. And in all honesty, I think what they could have done is actually, they did well with their new weapons, but I think it would have been interesting for them to make those Mark II weapons, not give like one version of each variant to every gun for them, or I don't know how many Mark IIs there are, but if they would have been like, so let's take, what are some of the DLC weapons? There was the VPR and the what's it called? The VPR and the RVN. They were very early on. The RVN was the 2-round not SMG, assault rifle that you could split in half and electrocute people with, and then the VPR was a SMG. Very good. But what they could have done was, let's say they were like, hey, still kept it how they were doing it, hey, season pass holders get the weapons, but let's say they would have made the VPR and the RVN as Mark IIs, and that's the only way they come. And guess what? Yeah, it's even though most people would be like, no, don't do it, don't put them in supply drops, but put them in supply drops. That's the only way that you would have got them, because I think a lot of people actually did really well on the supply drop opening videos from Black Ops 3, because that was the only way to get the weapons. And it was like, yeah, in my case, getting the weapons as a season pass holder, I could make new weapon videos, but that's not exciting, because it's not playing with people's brains of pure luck for those weapons. I just don't know why they just did really well on Black Ops 3, even though honestly I hate it that way because I want to use the Galil, but I don't want to put the time because I'm not going to buy COD points. Actually, that's a semi-lie. I have bought COD points for Black Ops 3 for like the camos, the more recent ones like the Cherry Fizz and others, because those are a limited time. But the Galil is there. Once it's in there, unless if whatever random reason they made it another weird limited time thing. I don't know. Either way, I think that's about it for the bad. I mean, there's more bad, but I just want to hit some of the big ones because this is long. This is whoa, we're talking a long time here. All right, let's get into Modern Warfare Remastered. We'll try and do this quick. The good that it came with Infinite Warfare because it kept Call of Duty afloat maybe a little longer than it would have if it wasn't there. Nah, maybe not. Depending on... I don't know. It was another option. That was good. What else was good? Oh. Just like Infinite Warfare with Gesture Warfare, good with Modern Warfare Remastered, Prop Hunt. And, of course, they had their other modes, but I think Prop Hunt was one of the best game modes that they brought in later after the release of the game. After the release. Not the life cycle, but the release. Also more good. What is it? Is where was it going? New weapons. So, I mean, there's always the arguments, don't we want to keep Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, that was one of the best Call of Duties that people will always say. And with Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, they wanted exact replica for nostalgia. Well, the only way that you are going to ever get the original experience of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is if you play the original, because the graphics are different. I mean, I've had a couple little settings, like maybe the fire rate in one of the guns is just a little bit faster than it was. Connection's gonna be different, because the systems can do differently, or handle connections better and whatnot. And other minor things like that. So the only real way you're gonna ever get the original experience of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is if you play the original that came out in 2007. So my argument with the new weapons, it's a different way to play. If you don't want to play with them, A, you don't have to. Or B, you go back to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and stop complaining. That's it. Also good is they did a different way than what Infinite Warfare. So Infinite Warfare, they gave you the weapons if you were a Season Pass holder, at least the base variant. Okay? Well, Modern Warfare was like, well, we don't have a Season Pass because we are a add-on to the game. Or add-on to Infinite Warfare, which later in, was it June? I want to say it was June, maybe even July. It was its own standalone game, so. But the only way in November of 2016, the only way to play Modern Warfare Remastered was to own Infinite Warfare. So it was I don't want to say an add-on because it's not, it's extra. Let's go with that. It's extra. So they had to do it their own way since they didn't have their own season pass. Well, you could fight supply drops, or you could build the weapons. So, kind of like what Infinite Warfare did. You could build the variants. Well, Modern Warfare Remastered, you could just build the DLC guns. So, can you even call them DLC guns? Because you're not actually downloading them. The supply drop guns. Let's go with that. So that was good. I think I said prop hunt already. Yeah, I did. More good was just, I didn't play Call of Duty for Modern Warfare in its prime. I didn't play it till after it was hacked. So, and then now, on at least the PlayStation 3, you can't even play multiplayer. I think you still can on Xbox 360. I'm not sure though. Well, anyway. So, at least in my case, just to, for the most part, experience Call of Duty for Modern Warfare, for the most part again. There were the DLC guns, and they added the holiday maps, which is a separate thing. That was good, just to kind of get to experience why so many people fell in love with Call of Duty and what really kicked Call of Duty onto the market, where I can play Call of Duty and make these types of videos, was because of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare doing so well with its multiplayer. So there's that. That was good for me, not for the game. That was just for me, but I wanted to throw it in there. Also good was weapon inspection. So you could inspect the weapons, you'd kind of play with them a little bit. That's cool. And then there was also firing range, which we saw in Advanced Warfare, which was cool, and we were like, oh, is it coming back for Black Ops 3? No, it didn't. Did it come back for Infinite Warfare? No, it didn't. But Modern Warfare Remastered brought it. Again, hey, that wasn't in the base game and the original Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, so if you're not going to complain about that, but you're going to complain about the weapons, then I can't say you're a hypocrite. Maybe I can. Yeah, a little bit. Actually, I think that's not even the correct term of being a hypocrite. Anyway. Also, the good was during the holidays. Not every holiday, of course, but during the summer, they reimagined a bog to beach bog. That's awesome. It was not a completely new map, but they changed it a little bit. And then during St. Paddy's Day, they did it to downpour. And then instead of all rain and dark, it was sunshine, rainbows. That was awesome to play it differently. And then during the winter months in December, they changed Crash with snow and lights and all those fun decorations. That was really cool. So that was the good. The bad of Modern Warfare Remastered was I mean, still supply drops. I mean, yes, they did. They have it probably the best way where you can still create the weapons. I mean, but you still almost have to fight supply drops. Or because you gotta play the game to get the depot credits. It's like, okay. Oh, you don't get the gun? Okay, you get your salvage or whatever they call it in that game. Okay. But you gotta just keep playing and playing and playing, and you don't earn those depot credits very quick. It's like you're lucky to get to a game, or at least I am. I don't get very many. So there was that. So that's pretty much my list for the most part. I feel like there was something else I wanted to add, but I think that's it. I've been talking way too long. I might not even have enough gameplay. So we'll probably have to repeat gameplay. Well, it is what it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, the good and the bad, from Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. If you did, I'd appreciate a like, share the video with others, and subscribe to the channel if you are new for more Call of Duty videos. But until my next video, I'll catch you guys next time.